Liz, how you doing? My name is ATM Ree. We're All Time Media. We got ATM Fox behind me. You know, great day today, beautiful weather. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you? Where are you from?
I'm 33 years old. I'm
Okay.
originally from Ukraine.
Where?
Ukraine.
Ukraine? Wow.
Yes.
I'm surprised to hear that answer. We don't get that often.
Yeah. I came here when I was 4.
Okay. Oh, so you've been in the States for a little while then, right?
Yeah, all my life. I mean,
Yeah.
I consider myself American, sure.
Okay. So, how you find Kensington? Is this the first place you stepped foot at when you came to the States, or?
I came to Northeast Philly, and grew up in the greater Northeast, a little bit in Roxborough, and I'm still in the Northeast right now.
Okay. So, this is like one of the hardest, matter of fact, it is the hardest section of Philadelphia. So you coming from Northeast, what brings you out here to this section?
What brings everybody out here? The complete lawlessness and the ability to get whatever you want down here.
The ability to get whatever you want. Wow. Yeah. So
Any vice.
Yeah.
I think it caters to all vices down here.
It was what?
It caters to every vice down here.
Oh, yeah. It caters to all races. You know why? Because addiction does not discriminate.
Well, I was saying vice is not racist.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely. I mean, well, yeah, if you look around, it's definitely, all types of people.
Yeah.
And ages.
Yeah. Tell me a difference between Kensington and Northeast. Give me a difference. Northeast section of Philly.
Well, Kensington is like its own, kind of like the Vatican, like where like certain rules don't apply to it.
Yeah.
And certain rules most definitely do not apply to Kensington for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's because there's no way to deal with it effectively. But they're definitely, I mean, I think that's why there's so much homelessness here, is because people come here and they're just like, wow, and they get sucked into it.
Too excited.
I mean, they just get sucked into it. There's something very, it's disgusting and alluring all at the same time down here. Some kind of energy down here, you know what I mean, that definitely draws people in.
Yeah.
Despite the chaos and the misery and the pain that surrounds this entire place.
Yeah. Respectfully, can I ask your drug of choice?
I mean, I've done everything, so,
Okay.
I mean, but yes, my problem has been with opiates for the last decade. Same old story that everybody goes. Starts with, prescription drugs and, ends up here.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not homeless at the moment, right?
No.
So you just come by to do your thing, then leave. Yeah. How long have you been getting high for?
Like I said, over a decade almost.
Over a decade. So that's about since you're 23?
I'd say when I was like 21, my boyfriend had a prescription to oxys and off to the races there.
So Liz, what's your relationship status at the moment?
I'm single right now.
Okay. Is it hard being single out here? Do you get lonely sometimes?
Well, I was in a relationship for almost like the last 2 years. So, a lot of people, do dates down here. So, there's a lot of people coming up to you expecting, that. But
So you let them know, like, nah, this isn't that.
no, that's just a line that I don't want to cross, I haven't crossed. And, there are people that have, and I don't judge them, but,
I'm not going to lie, Liz. I'm very happy to hear that you don't do dates. Like, honestly.
I feel like that's like something that, that's like an extra step if you want to get sober that you have to really deal with, you know what I mean? Yeah. When you sell your body like that. I couldn't do it, but, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah. So, how often you think you spend a day on your habit?
I spend probably between 20 and 40 hours.
Okay. That's a lot less than a lot of people.
Well, I mean, I don't know where these people are getting money unless they're stealing. And that's another thing I don't do either, is steal. I'm like terrified of stealing in stores. Like, I'm like the worst person to boost it. Like,
Yeah, like when the girl I interviewed, she said that her drug habit is $200 a day. And I'm like, okay, so
this is what I want to say. You must be doing some bad stuff.
She said she has friends.
Friends that give her a hookup.
She said she has friends that like that's nice.
I mean, listen, if you're doing dates and you're a pretty girl.
She said she wasn't doing. Said she wasn't doing dates.
Yeah.
So she had.
Okay. But I think if you're a pretty girl and you do dates, you can probably, get quite a lot. And some of these girls, they be taking the dude's cards and all types of crazy stuff.
Oh,
you know what I
man.
mean? So, yeah.
Any other addictions in life other than like the drugs? Like any type of food or sodas or.
No, I mean, I like to gamble, but it's not anything serious. Like, it's something that I just like to do occasionally if I have money,
Okay. You do think what?
I do think I got my ex-boyfriend addicted to gambling now.
You got your ex-boyfriend addicted to gambling. You spoke about your ex-boyfriend saying that he wasn't getting high, right?
No, he wasn't. I mean, I was shocked that he was very understanding
Yeah.
about me, because he knew from the start that I had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he actually just used it, really, honestly, because people who have a problem, they're just easier to subdue and control like that. Like, they're not thinking about things clearly. Let's put it that way.
What's your highest level of education, Liz?
I have a bachelor's of science from Drexel.
Can you repeat that again?
I have a bachelor's of science from Drexel.
So you went to Drexel University and graduated? Oh man, I know it was very difficult.
Well, let's just say that, it was very difficult, and I feel like towards the end, they were like, you've paid enough, here's your diploma.
Mm-hmm.
You've paid enough, just take
Paid
it.
enough.
Just take it.
Parents help out, paying.
Yeah, my dad was helping out, but he unfortunately died to alcoholism like 2.5 years ago, so I still have the loans that he never paid off.
Oh, you still have a loan, okay.
Yeah.
Are you working at the moment? You working
No,
right now?
I've had some interviews last couple weeks, but no, I haven't found a job yet.
Is it hard to work a job when you trying to get well all the time?
Yeah, but just remember, every day I wake up, hoping that I'm gonna, stop.
That you're gonna stop, right? You got some clean time under your belt, right? How long?
Yeah, no, I had a little over 2 weeks.
Liz, do you deal with any depression, anxiety, mental illness?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Do you feel sad and lonely sometimes out here?
I don't really stay out here too long.
Okay. Do you still enjoy your regular day-to-day activities that you enjoyed? Or no?
I mean, it goes up and down. I mean, I'm saying it depends how deep you go back into addiction. I mean, like I said, I was just in rehab recently, so
Yeah.
it's like a little reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You thinking about giving it another shot?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, Liz. Get up out of here.
Sure.
I see you still, you got addiction at the moment. I see you still keep yourself together. What's your impact on keep your image? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm an artist, so I like to, I like to express myself. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more than regular people. I feel like,
Okay, you like to express yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything about my life is just about the way things look and how that makes you feel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So when you say you're an artist, what you do? Artist,
Oh, I do all types of stuff. I mean, of course, I paint and draw. But I make jewelry.
You make jewelry too?
Yeah.
How about that on your wrist? You made that?
This one, yeah, I did make this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just wearing a necklace the other day that was really nice, but I took it off. But yeah, I make stuff.
Do you keep accessories on you, like watches and stuff like that?
I like jewelry. I love jewelry
Okay.
a lot. You
What's
know, that's why I started making it. Because like something I'd like, I wanted myself without buying it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then I'm trying to get into tattooing. I just ordered a new pedal for my
Okay.
my gun. So
You still have goals. You know,
Yeah,
some
of
people
course.
out here, sad to say, I ask them, yo, you got any goals in life? They're like, nah. You know what I'm saying? You battling an addiction at the moment, which is very hard. And those that been in her shoes know how hard it is. Trying to stay well at something, you know, and you still have goals in your life that you still partake in and you strive for.
yeah, it's hard to meet those goals. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I know it is. It's hard to meet goals sober, but it's easier. It's easier though. Then
It's interesting. I read this like a few months back, but apparently like opioids, they mess up your brain's ability to actually make plans. You know what I mean? So when I read that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense why I can't plan anything ahead. You know what I mean? Like at all, not for a day ahead. But yeah, it messes up your cognitive ability to do that.
wow,
To actually like make plans for the future and you know.
wow, yeah. That's sure. I heard that with marijuana too. For those that don't know, I know the weed lovers is gonna hate me, but I heard that it messes up. You know, it's big with procrastination and you know memory and stuff like that, guys. I know it's legal in some states, but you know I'm just dropping some jewels.
I mean, opioids are legal. It's just about how you use it, you know?
Yeah. So you never like, you know, was like, damn, opioids is costing a little too much. Let me go buy a bag of dope or.
That's exactly what it was. It was,
Yeah.
we were selling the 30s. My ex was getting, we were living nice too at the time.
Yeah.
Cherry Hill. And,
Cherry Hill,
yeah,
New Jersey?
yeah.
Okay.
And, basically, you know, we couldn't keep eating them, so we just went to a cheaper alternative. I was going to Camden for years before I went to Kensington. For like a year.
So what city is worse? I know Camden's a city. Kensington is a section of Philadelphia. People like to bash me about that. What neighborhood do you think is worse?
I feel like Camden, like back then, was, I mean, it was a free for all, and then the cops just put it on like a surveillance state level,
Metro.
like surveillance state level,
Military
like cameras
enforcement.
everywhere. Like you can't move around there without them knowing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really an invasion of people's privacy, and it's crazy that they did that. But yeah. Camden's so small too.
Yeah, it is. Shout out to Camden. So Kensington, do you walk this neighborhood at night too? You do?
Do you know the only people I'm afraid of in this neighborhood are the children?
The children?
Yes.
I hear a lot of things. I heard the children is reckless out here, huh?
Because they have no real consequences and they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Like
Have you ever been attacked by any of the children before?
A few years ago I definitely got, like, you could say sexually assaulted by a kid. Like I was walking, he
What?
kept asking me to like do a date with him, and when I kept saying no, he like hit me on my ass so hard that to the point where I literally turned around and I said, "You just assaulted me for no reason."
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I mean, like things like that. That's just like, where did he get that idea to do that? It's like insane.
Yeah.
You know?
It's saddened that happened. I'm happy it didn't get that further than that. You know what I'm saying?
He was following me. It was crazy.
And this is
And
a
the
kid.
crazy thing is,
how old do you think he was?
This is the crazy thing. So when he was initially like following me and talking to me, I thought he was like maybe like, you know, an adult, a young adult.
Yeah.
It was only after that I realized that he was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I was just like stunned
Wow.
that he was a
That's
kid.
crazy.
He probably must have been like 15.
Wow. I believe it too.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So Liz, I'm not gonna hold you up or anything. I got a few more questions for you before we wrap it up.
Sure.
When the last time you used?
When I got here today. A little bit before you talked to me.
A little bit before?
Yeah.
When do your high usually wear out? You gotta get more.
Like when I'm
Like hourly wise.
usually like 12 hours, 12 to 24
Okay.
hours.
Oh, that's why your habit price is like 20 to 40 a day.
Mm.
Okay. Liz, where do you see yourself in 6 months?
Hopefully not here, I swear. Not here.
Do you cry sometimes dealing with your addiction?
I cry all the time. I was just about to cry during this interview.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But that's why you turned away a little bit. Yeah. One last question, Liz, before we wrap it up. Once again, my name is ATM Ree. Liz, what would you tell the youth? What would you tell the kids that's getting high, that's boosting, you know, that's battling an addiction, that's out here kids?
I would just tell the youth that, you know, don't experiment with opioids. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Like, I dabbled in all types of other stuff when I was younger. It was never a problem until this. You know, this grips you by your soul and like tricks you, and it's cunning and baffling, like they say in AA. You know, and it's very difficult to stop. And you know.
Liz, thank you for your courage to speak out. All Time Media is rooting for you. You know, hopefully, you know, on your journey of getting up out of here and making it back into recovery, rehab, and putting this in the past. Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.